California used to have an election law called cross-filing. It allowed politicians, regardless of their party, to file for the nominations of either party. So a Republican candidate could not only file for the Republican nomination, he could file for the Democratic nomination. And a Democratic candidate could not only file for the Democratic nomination, but she could file for the Republican nomination. And in California at that time, back in the 40s, 50s, and into the 60s, the state didn't have a strong party identification. People were elected more or less on their own without being conservatives or liberals or anything else. And in 1946, Earl Warren, running for his second term as governor, filed for both the Republican and the Democratic nomination, and he won both and wound up winning the governorship with 90% of the vote to re-election. It's never been repeated since, and they finally did away with cross-filing, but Jerry Brown may be very close to approaching Earl Warren's feat in 1946. Abel Maldonado, the former lieutenant governor of California, dropped out as the Republican candidate for governor this year. And there's not really anybody else on the horizon that has much weight at all. Not that Maldonado had all that much weight. So it looks like Governor Jerry Brown will be running for re-election nearly unopposed. And it will be a kind of a test of whether he can duplicate Earl Warren's feat. He may not get 90%, but it would not be unreasonable to expect Jerry Brown, who's fairly popular these days, to get 60 or even 70% of the votes on his way to a landslide victory for his fourth and last term as governor. Boy, would he like that to happen.